wrong with the Force. You are a young Padawan.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back.
Hello
We're
there.
back to the Scevoli Tano show, guys. The Scevoli Tano High Council is finally back. I thought we all died and never came back to life, but we're here.
No, don't say that, Chris.
Hey, the world between worlds, you know, we came back through the Force into the world.
Yeah.
You know, we fished through it. But we're back. We're here with Star Wars Rick, my man, and then we have a new little Padawan in training from the High Council, Britton. I'm so happy that you're here, my friend.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Thank you so much for the invite, Chris.
Oh, anytime, girl. Anytime. But before we start this amazing, we're going to discuss the Mando trailer that just dropped and all the Ahsoka rumors, because like me, Britton is also a big Ahsoka fan, so I want to hear her thoughts about it, and of course Star Wars Rick. But Rick, we just throw in there, you know. We just don't really.
I'm just here,
He's just there. He's just there with his
for the good
light.
times.
Yeah, with his Star Wars light. And that make his room light up more.
You like
know.
it?
I love it.
I love
That
it. Too.
makes your room right there. That makes your room.
You know what? It's the simple things in life.
It is. It is. But before we start, make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The Scevoli Tano Show, for more fun unboxing, interactions, breakdowns, sexiness, awesomeness, oh my goodness, goodness, Ahsoka-ness, and all that fun Star Wars just all the yeah. But so the Mando trailer, guys. Rick, what are your thoughts about the trailer? And then Britton, we'll get to you.
Hyped. That's all I gotta say, man. Hyped. I don't know. I just feel like it's the most hyped compared to like the second season and the first season. It's because there's already a story that's been made, and we know what to expect in this season, right? So we're gonna see Mando again. We're gonna see Grogu. They've already answered that they reunited, right? And there's gonna be an amazing story, and we really see that in the trailer, right? Like they show a lot, but they don't show a lot. Which
they didn't show enough for my child, though. The ending gave it to me all. He pushed that little monster back. I trained him to do that.
That monster was kind of scary at first. I was like,
yeah, I was scared for myself watching it. I was like, oh no.
But it just shows like how far Grogu has come, right? Like Grogu's just like pushing.
He's like, yeah,
nothing.
leave me alone.
Like, yeah, all right.
I'm bathing right now and just pushing.
Yeah, I'm super excited, man.
I am too. Britton, your thoughts?
One word: wizard. I'm wizardly excited.
I like that.
That's a word that we don't use on this show.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Was not expecting that one.
Me either. I was expecting you like jazz or, you know.
Oh, you like jazz?
But we don't.
No, I'm so pumped. I mean, we got Mandalorians from what I saw in the trailer. We got Mando and Grogu back. I'm so excited.
It felt like you watched when you're watching the trailer, because I watched it live first, but I didn't do a live react. Like I did a live reaction to it, but I didn't because I waited for it to get on YouTube, because you didn't know when it was going to come on Monday Night Football. Halftime, right, or like during the commercials. You didn't know that. So when it hit halftime, I watched it, and I felt like that 1 minute, and I think it was like 40 seconds, I forget. It was like I was watching like a whole 2-hour movie. Like, this is what's going to be in the movie, and you're going to like just go to the theaters and watch it. And that's how I felt. Like it was like I was watching premiering March 1st. Like I felt like I was watching and gonna go to the movie theaters, have some expensive popcorn that I don't know where it comes from, and expensive drinks, and like just sit down and watch this movie. But it's not. It's on Disney Plus March 1st streaming. So when I thought about it, like you see all the Mandalorians, you see what's gonna come, you see Order 66 through Grogu's eyes once again. You see what's that lady's name? Polly again. You see her.
Yeah.
You see Bo-Katan in the beginning. That is Bo-Katan walking, leading the Mandalorians, and Din in the back of them. So I don't know what the story is with the Mandalorians. I don't. I'm not gonna get it until the season probably airs, because I don't know why they're all together finally. Because you left Book of Boba and the end of season 2. We didn't know. Like, okay, I'm going to Mandalore. Okay, I got the Darksaber, but Din doesn't have the Darksaber right now. Like, if you see the poster, he doesn't have it. So where is the Darksaber? Who has it?
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
another question, right?
That's another question. Like, did he just like leave it in a box somewhere in the desert of Tatooine, or did he give it, or he fought Bo-Katan in an episode that we're not going to see until the show airs? But they're all different Mandalorians. I think they're all those Mandalorians. I feel like are connected to Bo. I think Bo is going to bring all the Mandalorians together. You know, I think Bo is going to be a very important character in this season, and maybe more seasons to come, or her spin-off show, or if there's supposedly rumors going around, she gets her own show eventually, or we see it in animation, like during the Bad Batch era. There's so much story you could tell in animation with Bo-Katan.
I think Din's gonna be the one. Just hearing the context from the trailer in the beginning, right? And I feel like he's gonna bring the people together. So there's Death Watch, right? And then there's
I think still out there.
And then Night Owl, is that Bo-Katan?
Yes, but I think there's like another sign that someone caught, and then it was in Rebels. I forget which one. It was Dren. I think it's Dren. That's part of Bo-Katan. When she held the Darksaber up in the end of Rebels, all the Mandalorians came together. But then after a while, I think she couldn't handle it, or it wasn't given. It was just given to her. So the power of the Darksaber, like, causes mayhem if you don't battle someone for it. So I think that's how she lost it. But I think some Mandalorians are still together with her. Like Kiosco Reeves and that Alex Wolf. You know, well, I think we'll see them again. We're definitely going to see the Armorer. We saw her. We're definitely going to see Piz Vizsla again. What else? What else was at the end? The Order 66 scene, of course.
Oh, I never get tired of that.
I don't either. I really like.
Era.
I don't like. I think it's really sad. Like, I think it's sad when I say this, and I think it's sad when other people say it. But I'm just gonna say it. I really like Order 66. Like, I love people's like other people's
How
perspectives.
dare you, Chris?
Like,
Don't do that to me, Chris. Come on.
Like,
So emotional.
Like, people's other perspectives of it, because there's so many. Like, you could literally like throw more. Like,
that's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing I like my heart being shattered into a million pieces every time.
Not that, but like, don't get too deep with that. That hurt me. God.
It hurts me sometimes. Like
yeah.
I mentioned before, like just seeing Jedi like just get murdered.
Like, it hurts my soul. It does. But there's so many like perspectives of Order 66. You know, now you have the Bad Batch now. Now you have Cody's perspective of it a little, not all the way, but you have it. You have Captain Rex. You know, I feel like now with the Mandalorian, like, you're gonna go. You see battle droids now in the battle like cantina, like the droid cantina.
That was cool. That's a droid war. It looks like.
Yeah, like they're going back to their roots. You know, they're going back to, okay, we could still do droids. You know, battle droids is still around, but they'll be good. You know, you see, how do you say? I'm gonna say his name wrong. Bubba Frank or Bubba Frank?
Babu Frick.
Bubba Frank.
Babu Frick.
Bubba Frank. I love that guy.
He's cute.
Oh, he is so cute. I want him as my third child. Like, I have Grogu and Omega. He's gonna be like my third old man child. Like, he's already grown.
I think
I support that.
I think they sell like a figure of Babu Frick like in like Disney, downtown Disney.
I think they had a Target exclusive, and I think I bought it, but they canceled my order. I think.
No way, man.
No.
I know, because they knew what I was gonna do with it. So, you know, they knew it. So. They knew it was my third son. You know, they knew it. Target, I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for that ass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Din is just gonna reunite all the people. Just like, you know, him breaking the tradition, taking off his helmet. We know he's gonna go to Mandalore, try to have some kind of redemption. But I don't know. I just feel like in the end, he's gonna be the one to bring like together his people, right? Because he's kind of seen both worlds of like how like the different kind of Mandalorians are, And just the context, like I said in the trailer, I felt like he's gonna be giving like a speech, and like there's gonna be something. I don't know. Do you think there's gonna be like a civil war or some kind of war in this season?
I believe so because Bo-Katan definitely wants that dark saber back.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah,
probably gonna reunite her night owls and get it back from Din.
And in reality, she has other Mandalorian forces that went, and like in Rebels, she held up the Darksaber and everybody, Kadone, we're Team Bo, we're Team Katan, or Kryze, Team Kryze, you know? So all those forces just don't disappear. Yeah,
but now it's Team Din because he has the saber now.
well, not really. He really, not really. He doesn't have, like, he doesn't know how to use it. Until he knows how to use that saber,
That's true.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it. So he's battling itself, like how heavy it is. Like he's battling it. Like he's fighting it, and he's not gonna want that. I really think actually, like, my son Grogu is gonna hold the Darksaber, you know, one day. He's good because he's gonna be the next Mandalorian Jedi. And just
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool. But do you think Din is like he's gonna want to learn it because he's gonna see what's that villain's name in season 2?
Moff Gideon?
Moff Gideon. Yeah, so
he's still out there.
He's still out there. Like, what if he comes back and like he's coming after the saber again, and then just Din has to like he really wants to learn how to use it just to protect Grogu, right?
But you know what? I think Grogu is gonna protect himself. We can't
not in an all-out war.
Oh, not in an all-out war.
We have a war
but in reality, if it's me, you, Rick, and Brenton first in Grogu, right? We all have swords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's got to. Mando's can't defend him for the rest of his life. You know, it's just we can't do that. Like, I don't like how they're doing that story. Like, Mando has to protect the child. The child can protect himself. He's so powerful. Like, he's just powerful. Even if it's locked away somewhere in his little green little bate, like
he's getting powerful,
he could still use the Force. He could still throw rocks at them. He could still put Rancors to sleep. You know, he's powerful to do all that.
But you know what? He might not be as powerful because he didn't receive full training like from Luke because he didn't want that, right? He just wanted to reunite with Din. So he definitely could be more powerful.
His daddy.
What happened, Bryn?
Oh no, I was just saying he wants to reunite with his daddy.
With daddy, yeah.
But I also think like like you see in the trailer, there's a scene in Coruscant with the cloning, and then you see a Republic Empire ship, you know, a cruiser, like you see in the Clone Wars, and I think Mando, like I don't know if I'm gonna, I can say this, but.
You can say anything you like, Chris.
Yeah, I can say anything I want. But I really think like Grogu has to be back on Coruscant. Like I feel like he has to do some training on Coruscant.
Coruscant?
Yeah,
speaking
like the Jedi
Coruscant. Yeah, speaking of Coruscant, what's with the Doctor? Like, what's his role still playing in The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna tie in something with cloning, right? And
definitely.
And that kind of cloning, it's gonna tie in with the sequels. That cloning facility, I don't know, they probably like adopted the way from the Camino facility, you know, that doctor, he's probably from that facility, and it's in Coruscant, and they want to bring the child to Coruscant, they want to bring Grogu to Coruscant, so I don't know, they could take a sample of his DNA, and they want to like perfect cloning, and then that's how Snoke came about, right?
Yeah, the clones.
Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna tie into that eventually.
And I already know that they have blood of Grogu already. They have it.
Yeah, and what was it, that New Republic, like what was his name?
I know who you're talking about, the bald guy.
Yeah. So he came out, and then he was talking to someone or Din. He was like, "Oh, you know, there's something out there, like, and it's gonna be too late for you to
Grand Admiral Thrawn."
That would be so cool, man.
That's who's got out there, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Because Thrawn, in reality, Thrawn is smarter than everybody combined in the Star Wars universe. I'm sorry.
That would be. Now, do you think Thrawn will like show up here, or do you think like just only in the Ahsoka show?
I really don't think he's even going to show up in the Ahsoka series.
Really? No,
Really?
he has to, because Ahsoka was like, "Where's Thrawn?" Like that's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
because- but this is what I'm not going to like. And then we're going to get right into the Ahsoka series, because this is what I'm not going to like. Thrawn, right? You have a great voice. Like, when he speaks, like, I'm like, just keep speaking to me. Come on, give it to me. Like, just keep going. I don't care if you punch me in the throat. Just speak to me. Like, even when I'm reading his novels and his voice just comes on, like, I
He's
just,
there,
like,
Chris.
like, I am just like, yes, speak to me. Like, yes, like, you mean that stuff. You mean it. Like, you have to, I'm sorry, like, if Lars is not Thrawn, I don't want Thrawn. Period. And I've met Timothy Zahn, the creator of Thrawn, and he says he has no knowledge of Thrawn being in the Ahsoka series.
He knows. He just can't tell you.
He just he literally said that, and he literally said that at his panel too, and to me, like his panel, like in Rhode Island when I went, like he said he has no knowledge of Thrawn. He was like, he gives his they don't even want his input at Star Wars, Lucasfilm. You know, Lucasfilm has not contacted him at all with Thrawn, you know, and stuff like that. But he said he would give his input if they wanted it. But yeah, that's all he said, really. But he has no knowledge of Thrawn being in the season, of anything written about the Ahsoka series, nothing about that, him going live action and stuff like that. But back to what I was saying, if Lars is not Thrawn, I don't want him. No, I don't want Thrawn. If you can't get Lars to play the role or the voice of Thrawn, I do not want it. Once I hear the voice and once I see who Thrawn is, if it's not any of what I just said, I'll turn it right off. Or I'll be like, nah, better get him next time, Chief. I don't want that. Nope.
So the expectations are pretty high then, huh?
For Thrawn.
For Thrawn, yeah.
For Thrawn, because Thrawn is like an individual that you have to get right, because he's not human. He's blue. He's a chess. Jeez. I think, yeah, jeez. Like, he's blue. And with red eyes. There's no human out there that's gonna, there's no blue or red eyes unless you have, like, really, like, you've been, like, had frostbite for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like and you're not dead from it, you know? But yeah, with Thrawn, you gotta be right on the money. Just like with Ahsoka, like, I like the live action Ahsoka. Don't get me wrong, but that's not my Ahsoka. Rosario Dawson is not my Ahsoka. I like the casting because that's been casted long ago, before there was an Ahsoka show, before Scevoli Tano came out. You know, it's been before she came. No, after.
I feel like Chris, and this might break your heart, but I feel like it might be someone different. Just because, like, just seeing, you know, who they cast for like live action, you know, with Ahsoka, with the Grand Inquisitor, and then, you know, we'll probably see someone different with Thrawn, who could be probably as good, but like you said, your expectations are like beyond the roof with this character. Which,
yeah,
I mean, I don't blame you as a fan. So
yeah, because like even if you watch the Rebels and see how he talks and see how he moves,
for sure,
like,
for sure,
you gotta get him right. Like, I don't care if the show sucks. Like, the Ahsoka show can suck. Like, it can, because
it's not going to. It's in Filoni's hands.
No, of course it's not going to, because Dave Filoni's like,
and Filoni we trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, only we trust.
Yeah. But with Thrawn, to me, like, Ahsoka, you hit Rosario. Sabine, Hera, Thrawn, you gotta hit Thrawn. Ezra, you did a good job with Ezra. I gotta give them that. That guy,
nice.
That guy, Emin Stefan, talks talks like him, and just has the face structures of Ezra. Like that, they hit that. I gotta give them that. Chopper, you just paint your droid purple, green, orange, whatever you want to paint him, throw him right in. The guy, Ray Stevenson, that is supposed to be, he played the voice of Gar Saxon. I don't know what his role is gonna be like. There's another girl that's casted. There's supposedly Thrawn is with the Force sensitive. He's not Force sensitive, but there's Jedi involved. Lost his master or the master. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe a Jedi like Fallen Order type story right there, and stuff like that. And then Anakin coming back, which I don't like at all, and a younger Ahsoka I don't like at all. I don't like that, and I don't like that they're gonna put like what if scenarios in it. Like, what if Ahsoka was on Mustafar fighting Anakin? And I really think Ahsoka would have died. I really think if she fought Anakin on Mustafar and not Obi-Wan, I don't think Ahsoka would even fight him. I personally...
she wouldn't do it. She couldn't do it.
She couldn't... I don't think she could come to that sense. Like, with Darth Vader and Rebels, like, she had to. Because she wanted to know who was under the mask. She wanted to know. But I think seeing Anakin, like, saying, I hate you, like, you suck, like, you failed me as a Padawan, like, that would break me. Like, I would cry. Like, I think it would
break the whole universe.
Like, it would just be, like, sad. Like, you know, like, we don't want that. And in reality, like, you need Rosario and Hayden to have so much chemistry. You know? Like, you need to have that feeling. Like, I'm not saying Matt and Ashley would do a better job, which I think they will. To me, I'm team them over there. I'm team Matt and Ashley and stuff like that. I'll always be that. But like they have to hit it. Yeah, and especially if you're gonna get a younger Ahsoka by a different actress, not Rosario, and then you're gonna put her in the Siege of Mandalore, which to me, if you were gonna do that, you should have showed it in Clone Wars first, and then betrayed it in live action. You know, now this is going back to Clone Wars where we didn't see this scene. This was a scene that must have got scrubbed under the rug or something of Ahsoka and her Siege of Mandalore training with Anakin. You know, like that's a little surprising because they should have done that in animation and then retrade it. And then you want to do like the Rebel scene with Darth Vader with Rosario. Like that makes no sense or like you shouldn't even do that. You know, yeah, I think I have a lot of expectations for this series, you know, because this is my character. You know, it's like my child. This is my child. Not really, but this is like my child, and I love Ahsoka to death. Like just like Omega, just like Grogu, just like Anakin. You know, like there's more story with Anakin. You know, we just don't know that story yet. You could do so much more with Anakin in his Attack of the Clones era. You know, his almost Revenge of the Sith era too. You know, you could do more. But I think they're doing too much for this series. I think if there's only 8 episodes, each episode's got to be an hour long. You can't do 30-minute episodes and you're going to explain everything. Unless you're getting a second season. But Book of Boba didn't get a second season yet. And that was the first live action show that we got.
I think it's rumored, though. I think it's really...
Yeah, it's rumored there. It's definitely rumored.
Yeah, but for sure, yeah, they definitely need like hour-long episodes, just like Andor. But I mean, Andor, their budgeting was pretty good compared to the other shows.
Yes, like Andor, I feel like Andor so far is the best Star Wars live-action series after The Mandalorian. I
agree.
Like Kenobi.
I would say so.
Like Kenobi was good. Don't get me wrong.
Kenobi was good. I just felt like some of I don't know. It just.
Yeah, I feel like for Kenobi. Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like for Kenobi, it could have expanded more in the story. Like it just felt like to me, it was just kind of cut short.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you go off on different tasks.
Yeah.
Like if you want to have a Kenobi series, I don't know. Like you just don't do it that way. Like I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked the fight with Vader. The final fight was fire. Like the final fight was good.
Yeah.
Because it reminds you of that Rebel scene with Ahsoka. Ahsoka rips off one mask, and then Obi-Wan rips off the other. So that was good. But I think the storytelling with Obi-Wan.
It was okay, just because they added the mix of a new Inquisitor.
Yeah,
And I just felt like it was a little bit forced on us,
yeah.
Well, they try to add significance to her. She knows, right, that Anakin is Vader. She knows the location of Obi-Wan,
Yeah,
right?
and no one's supposed to know anything.
Yeah.
Like I understand, like we were talking before about Cody knowing, because Cody would just be his right hand man. Like, okay, I'll protect Luke at all costs. That he'll be his secret like spy or secret like agent, I can call it. Like Cody, I understand that, but Riva, I don't really understand that because she was so small at that time that she got stabbed like 4 times and still alive, like Darth Maul. Like I don't understand. But then she gets stabbed again and is alive again. So is she force healing herself? Like that too. Like you're left for dead twice.
Yeah.
Who's saving you?
Yeah. Just yeah, you could say like those are some like cheap moves in like the Kenobi show we see. And like, I'm sure, we're being like hard critics, but I mean, it's like these are just things Star Wars fans notice, right?
Yeah.
My only complaint about Andor was that there wasn't enough aliens. Like I just felt like it was just a very like dramatic sci-fi show.
Yeah, like the prison scene, like it was definitely a lot more human than aliens. Because I was looking at it, I'm like, there isn't really many aliens around here. Do they not go to prison then? Is it just the people that go to prison?
Yeah, I mean, maybe like just from what they showed us and like the planets they showed us, it's mainly like human population. But I just felt like that kind of like put me out of focus in a galaxy far, far away. So it just felt like a sci-fi kind of show in a sense.
Yeah. But it was like, to me, Endor was like a James Bond.
Yeah.
Like it was a James Bond type. Like you had suspense. You didn't have big characters. You didn't have Jedis. You didn't have Sith. You didn't have anybody. You had the Rebels. We get part of that Rebels. And then we know what happens in Rogue One, of course.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And then that's really much it. But Book of Boba was season 3 of The Mandalorian, part 1 of The Mandalorian season 3. Book of Boba wasn't up to my expectations at all. Dom would kill me for that one, but
you know what? Yeah, I guess everyone just expected like a killer Boba Fett show,
Yeah, and then how people were making it seem like, yeah, he's back. Yeah, this season it's gonna. Oh my god.
I mean, like how they introduced him, in The Mandalorian. He was just so cool. He was killing everyone, and like how he took the throne in the end. Like that's the tone we expected. We didn't get that, and then there was like our critiques in Kenobi. Andor was really good. That was a good story. Just my one complaint. But for the Ahsoka show, we can expect very highly of that. I don't think Dave Filoni's gonna fail this in that. So I do believe we are going to see the World of Worlds, right? That's a rumor. I think, and also from what I've heard, it's like we're just gonna kind of see like her entering that, but she's kind of just seeing like flashbacks, just quick moments, and like just see how the person she is evolving to be, right? From like her livelihood, and she's gonna see dramatic scenes that like shaped her to be the Ahsoka we know.
Yeah, I think that's what I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't think she's gonna like time travel, right, and like really mess with like
no, I don't think we'll see that. I don't think she'll take anybody out of the portal.
No,
I don't think she'll do any of that. If she does, then oh my god,
that's gonna be messy.
Yeah,
that's gonna be real messy.
Like they might have to call me in to tell their what ifs next, because I do the what if series on the channel now.
Yeah,
and it's already great. Like me writing it, it's fucking insane. Excuse my language, but it's like insane. How I'm writing it and making all sense of it. Like I'm adding every story, it has to make sense. It has to. If you're gonna go with it, if you're gonna do the world between worlds, and you're ready to do like what they're saying, like with Ahsoka on Mustafar battling Anakin. Like, if you're gonna do that, you gotta do it. Like, you can't just like, okay, I threw a rock at you. No, you gotta carry the rock and then chuck the whole rock at you. You know, you gotta get it right. Like, that's what I'm saying. You can't just poke the portal and go, okay, see you later. I'm gonna go run over here to the next one. No, you gotta go through the portal. Like, and that's what I'm really scared of, because
I felt like your finger went through the screen for a
I know,
second.
right? It's like E.T. But like, you have like, I'm sorry, like, I'm so passionate right now, but you have to do it.
I don't think they're gonna do that though.
Like, I'm just saying, if they're doing it, you're gonna do it. Like,
for
like,
sure.
Filoni, you better like do it then. If you can't just open one, like, you can't just like they did in Rebels. Like, you open the World of Worlds portal, right? You never heard of it again. You never heard of that.
No.
You never heard a mention of it. You never saw it. Like, the only thing that we saw maybe was in I don't know if we saw it in Jedi Fallen Order as you played the game. I don't remember. I think it was something else. Did you? I think you saw it. I think you saw like the glimpse of like it, but it was never opened. It was never mentioned that it was.
I don't remember.
Me either. I gotta play the game again.
Same.
And then
I agree with you there, Chris, for sure. Like, for me, because I'm such an animal lover, like the Loth Wolves, that has to be on point. Like, that for me, it for sure has to be. And I just thought of this right now. What if Kanan somehow magically appeared as like a Force ghost in the wolf, you know? Since they're gonna probably have Loth Wolves in the Ahsoka series.
Yes, but I think you keep Kanan out of it. Kanan's gone. Like, you can't cast Kanan. You can't do Kanan because there's no one out there that will play him. Like, you can have the voice. You can have Freddie Prinze Jr. to do the voice. Absolutely.
I'll play Kanan.
Oh my god. He'll be like, "It's me, dude," and I'll be like, "Rick, get off the fucking screen. Get off."
That's when Chris that's when you turn off and just tune out, man.
Turn off. I just turn you off. I'm reacting to it. I'm like, this is so good. Then Rick comes in. I'm doomed. Ah, damn it.
And then you just like call me up.
I'll be like, that's the time I call you. I'll be like, Rick, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, Rick, you've been hearing from me too. Like, Rick, what the hell were you doing?
Damn.
Yeah, like, what? You didn't even tell us about this. Like, and you just have a Star Wars light up sign in the back. Like, you could have had more.
You know, with that kind of secrecy, you can't tell much. Just like Timothy Zahn, you know, he can't tell you much either.
I think he
knows.
Right
he
with
probably
that one.
knows.
I think he knows. I don't think he knows though.
He might.
Personally, I don't think.
You know these celebrities, they can't tell you nothing.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell you anything either.
Okay.
But yeah, I think like with the Loth Wolves, like Britton just said, like they're gonna get like a horse and they're gonna cover the horse with like the gear and they're gonna make it into a wolf. But I'm like, you can't even do that. Like, like that's like I wouldn't even do like the wolves. I would love because they're such a big part. Just like the Purgle. The Purgle is such a big part of the world between worlds and hyperspace and time, just like the wolves are. And I definitely think there's more animals out there that are connected to the world between worlds, just like Morai. Morai is a big part of that, and we don't hear anything from Morai. Like, yeah, I know it's just a bird, but it's the most important bird in Star Wars. Like, that's the most important creature at all times. Like, even when you watch Rebels and the bird is magically in the portal, like I said this before on the show, that bird led Ezra to Ahsoka. There was no way, like, this Morai's just sitting on the world between portals hooping and like, yeah, like, yeah, like Ezra didn't find Ahsoka. The bird, Morai found the bird. Morai found Ahsoka. You know, like, and I say it, and like, you gotta like the Ahsoka series. There's so much that you're doing with it, and it's not up to like Rick, what are you laughing at?
Just hooting around, you know.
Who? Yeah. Like you can't be hooting. You can't like jazz. Cassian Andor.
Oh my god. Okay.
You
Okay.
can't just be doing that. Like we
Yeah.
like as fan. I know I'm not the biggest Ahsoka fan in the world. I know I'm not. There's so many people out there that are big Ahsoka fans. Britain, you're one of them. There's more people out there that I don't even know that watch the show, and like you gotta get it. Ahsoka's gonna be one of the most important shows this year. It is. It's gonna beat Mandalorian. It's gonna.
I think it is too.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
It's a big series. Like it's gonna be big, and what they're announcing and what they're making rumors of, I'm scared. Like I really am scared because you're putting it in live action. This is not animation. If you were doing that animation, you got it. I'll sit back and love the series. You got it. But live action's harder than animation. You got to get the crevices of the smile right. You got to get the emotion on your eyes. Animation, you saw it with Cody in Bad Batch. Perfect example. You saw Cody destroyed.
Yeah.
You saw him like, wow, this is what I joined. This is what I shot Obi-Wan down for. This is not what I signed up for. And you see that on his face. Even the Clone Wars with Ahsoka and the Tales of the Jedi with Ahsoka, you see her face, how she was my friend. You see that. You see the emotion. Live action, are you going to get that emotion? Are you going to get Rosario to be down? Are you going to get these other actresses to see the emotion? Like you saw in Obi-Wan, you saw Vader and evil Anakin like just kill it. Like Hayden Christensen killed that scene.
Oh yeah.
But now him being a live action Anakin, all of a sudden, now you saw in Obi-Wan where his face wasn't even aged. Like you didn't even like you felt like Hayden Christensen was just playing Hayden Christensen. Like his face didn't change, and that's
That was nice. That was really nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a big age thing, what they did to other people, like Luke. They made his face all young again. Hayden, they didn't really do much to, But Revenge of the Sith, if you're gonna go back to Revenge of the Sith, that's 2006.
Wow, is it that long?
Yeah, I think it's 2006. I think.
That's crazy.
I'm not too sure about my dates. I wasn't even alive then. No, I was alive. Yeah, I was alive. I was 7 kicking. Yeah,
I was child.
I was child.
I was hooting her.
Yeah. Rick's gonna stay with that all day. He's gonna text me and be like, "Hey, Chris, are you hooting tonight?" I'm like, "What?" Rick, what are you talking about, hooting?
Oh my god.
He's such an idiot.
Oh yeah.
He's such an idiot. But back to what I was saying. Until I was hooting until interrupted. But like with Hayden, like if you're gonna have Anakin battling a younger Ahsoka, you're gonna have to get the hair. You're gonna have to get a younger Christensen. You're gonna have to face caption motion, whatever you call that. Like you're gonna have to. Like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do that. Like you can't. Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, no, that definitely comes with Ahsoka as well. Like, you have to get her Laku right. You have to get her face right. You have to get what she was wearing back, like, when Revenge of the Sith happened, Order 66 happened, And also, how does she get there? How does she get to Mustafar after, the cruiser? How does that happen,
And where's Obi-Wan at this time, then? Like, if she goes to Mustafar, where's Obi-Wan, Did he die when Cody shot him down? They're giving you so much like material, but you're not how you answering that material. You know what I mean? And I trust Dave Filoni. Don't get me wrong. I trust Dave Filoni with this whole project because this is his character. But I don't trust everything that's going to happen in this show. I don't. You know
what? I feel like we're gonna see the world between worlds. We're gonna see Thrawn. Thrawn's gonna learn about the world between worlds, and he's gonna want it for the Empire. And then we're gonna see Ahsoka, Ezra, and probably others team up to try to stop him.
I'm groping my non-beard right now.
I really hope Mando gets in the Ahsoka series. Like, I actually love the two together.
I
just
think
so-
well, it was rumored a long time ago that there's 3 shows coming together. It would be Mando, the Ahsoka series, and the the New Republic Rangers. Those shows would come all together.
That would make sense
For
sure.
one climactic, like a movie type of stuff. Like they'll come together and face one human being.
Oh,
and
hell
Thrawn. But I really think Mando, because what you see in the trailer too, with that guy saying like there's something out there.
Yeah.
And before you act, it will be too late.
So
and in reality, it will be.
That's obviously the First Order, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
And I really think Mando is not going to act. You know, he's not going to. He serves the Mandalorians. You know, he serves them, just like with the Jedi serving the Republic. The Jedi have to keep the peace.
Yeah.
Mando's not going to go that route and fight if it doesn't mess with him and Grogu. But I think it's going to mess with Grogu.
Not yet. Right?
Not yet.
First, he's trying to solve his own problem with his people, and then it's going to lead to something bigger.
But yeah, something bigger. And I think that has to do with Grogu. That's something bigger. Because now, you know, Thrawn is out there. You have Snoke out there. You have Ben Solo out there now. You have those.
Worth thinking now. The gears are rolling.
Yeah, now my ears are going. Now it's going.
Now it's hooting.
Now it's hooting. I'm hooting over here. You know, you have those people now, you know? So with Grogu being a big part of that, Thrawn is not an idiot. Thrawn is nowhere near an idiot. He knows that there's someone out there, there's all Force sensitive people, and he doesn't even know what the Force is. In his books, he doesn't know that. He thinks it's just like travel, like the Force. Like, what is that? You know, oh, that's interesting. But like,
he definitely studies it for sure.
Yeah. Like studies the art. Like,
and once he sees it, like I said, my idea, like once he sees it, he's gonna want it, or he's gonna want control of it, because that's gonna turn the tide. Right? Yeah.
And I think with going into the sequel trilogy, is that called the sequel trilogy? I get confused with these trilogies, like with Rey and Kylo.
Yeah,
sequel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know, you have Rey and Kylo doing their own thing. And then you're going to have Mando, Luke, Ahsoka doing their own thing in this world. Because I think, you know, Ahsoka's going to go after Thrawn. Thrawn is a fighter. He's not as Force sensitive. But he's going to get someone Force sensitive. Just like that we're rumored in the show. He's going to have someone there. You know, he's going to have a Jedi or like a fallen Padawan to his throne. You know. And what about Admiral I'm going to say it wrong. Arlani, the lady. Where is she? Where is all these chiss? You know, there's so much story that you have with the chiss and Chilla. You know, that Thrawn was casted aside because, in reality, he was just too smart for them. He was overboard with them, so that's why they threw him aside, and that's how he joined the Empire. And he just got ranked after that. He met Vader. You know, he met Palpatine. Like you see him in Rebels. You know, now he's gone with Ezra. In reality, I think Ezra's trapped. I think Ezra's like trapped somewhere. I don't think he's out wandering the world, because in reality, he would get back to the Ghost Crew if he was there. You know? I think Thrawn has him captured. I think Thrawn had an idea. The Purgle pushed them into the unknown regions, and they're out there surviving. You know? And I think Ezra, there's no chance, and they're going to have to. The Ahsoka series is going to rely around Ezra. That's what it's going to be. You see them in that little trailer at Celebration, them going into the Ghost, or with Hera and Sabine. Like, you're going to have that. You already see the moral, you know, of the painting, you know, that they do, that they had in Rebels. But I think it's gonna be a fine Ezra show. It's gonna be the Ahsoka show. Don't get me wrong. But there's always a story behind what's to come more. You know, Ezra's story is so huge. Taylor Gray filmed lines for the animated show that they were supposed to have. That got scrapped because now they're doing this show, the Ahsoka show. I would have loved to see what they had in this animated series. I would have loved that. That would have been amazing, but they scrapped it unless it's hitting somewhere in the Lucasfilm archives and down there. But like they scrapped it. But now you're getting live action, and now you're gonna get like, where's Ezra been all this time? Like someone's gonna ask that question. Okay, he captured me for so many years, you know. That's not a story. Where's Thrawn been all this time? How does Thrawn have these apprentices that they're promising?
He's been hooting around.
Yeah. Definitely been hooting. He's definitely been tooting too. You know? But like there's so many questions that like they should have went the animation route first and then bring it to live action. That's my opinion about it. That this whole Ahsoka show, animation. Not because I love Ashley, not because I love Matt, not because of any of that. You could have did more. You could do more in animation. You could make it amazing.
You can, but if they perfect it in live.
But it's hard to perfect in live. It's really hard, especially with these critiques. Like I'm not a critique at much. Like the Ahsoka Lulek, like the Lulek didn't really bother me, and Mandalorian didn't really bother me.
No, and they explained that too.
Like, yeah, because she can move around and stuff like that. It really didn't bother me, but people hated it. Oh, her Lulek is not big enough. Oh, that's disgraceful.
I was one of those people.
And that's okay.
That's okay, yeah. You know. But to me, that's not a big deal because I know, like, if you have a big ass headpiece on, you really can't move around.
You're gonna have to move like a
robot.
Full circle.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be hooting over. Hooting over.
Yeah, got to hoot over there.
But yeah, like that was a big critique of mine. But some people like Britton and other people had that critique and other critiques they had about her, and which are understandable. Like that's your character at the end of the day. Like we're like Dave Filoni. We're critiquing your character. Like we're gonna critique. But with this series, I'm very scared. I'm really, really scared for this Ahsoka series. It could be the biggest show of the year right now. The biggest show. But it can also be the biggest failure show now, too. It could be. Because you're probably...
I don't think it could be as bad as Boba Fett. Let's be real here.
Oh, no, I don't... Yeah.
So is Boba Fett like the least likely... Yeah. It's the least favorite show of Star Wars.
Yeah. Live action show.
Yeah.
As much as I love Boba Fett and Fennec Shan, who are played by Tamara Morrison and Mina Wen, I love them to death. They did not do them justice.
I would agree. The story wasn't all there. Definitely, they divided your attention on the show with the Mandalorian, and then with the Order 66 scenes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was all cool. I was expecting to see bounty hunters for sure, a lot.
Oh yes.
But we didn't see that. We saw more things. We saw Mandalorian cut some meat. That's what we did. He cut the meat with the dark saber. But I'm very excited for Mando season 3. Season 3, yeah. I'm very excited. Ahsoka series, very worried. Very worried for the show. I trust Dave Filoni, don't get me wrong, I do. But what I'm hearing and what the rumors are, and I don't know how many episodes, probably 8. I don't think they'll go more than 8. Maybe 10 if we're lucky. Like Endor, if you're going to give 2 seasons, okay, you give 12 episodes each. But with Endor, there was a story progressing. And there's more story from more characters like Mon Mothma. More. We don't have to see her on screen. We can just hear her name in shows. The Ahsoka show. She was rumored to be in the Ahsoka show. Bail. I think Bail's gone by that time. Yeah, Bail's gone. No Bail is gone. But yeah, Leia's out there now. Now you have Leia. You have Luke. How did Ahsoka meet Luke? You see it in Book of Boba Fett. But, I freaked out. But, then after I watched it again, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? How did that even happen?
Yes. So many questions.
Yeah. Makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. But yeah, that's what I say. That's all I have to say about the show. Britton, what else do you have to add for the show?
Well, I agree with you, Chris. I am worried now.
See? I brought it to your attention.
You made me really think about it.
That's what I do on this show. We make you think on this show. Playa. Hootin'.
Yeah, you're hooting me.
Our ears were rolling and our hoots were hooting.
But I really do trust Dave Filoni, like, and maybe I don't know if Jon Favreau has anything to do with it, but if he does, I trust both of them because obviously they brought The Mandalorian to live action, and look how successful of a show it is right now. So I have a feeling this Ahsoka series is definitely going to be religious too, in a way. It's going to definitely have some spiritual sense in a way.
Father, Son, and the Holy Gospel, according to you. Thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But I really hope, I'm just going to leave it at this, and it's, Rick, you can give me your thoughts. If Ahsoka, I swear to God, we get a child, another child, in a show, and Ahsoka has to follow it around, I am not watching the show. No. Because we're already doing it with that Mando. We already did that with Obi-Wan. And we're doing that in Bad Batch right now. They fit. Like, Bad Batch fitted it, and Mando fitted it. No. Yeah,
that would be a lot.
That would be...
Too many children.
Yeah. That would be too much. Too much. And Ahsoka's got to follow the child around. Oh, let's go skip over here to the World of Worlds. Yay! Like, if it's Omega, then yeah, you can do Omega because she's part of this somewhat of a story. We already know her. Just don't throw any random child in it and be like, yeah, this is my child. Like, you could throw Hera's son in it, Jason Sandula, because we know Jason's out there too. Mm-hmm. But I hope they don't go that route either. So, Rick, your thoughts?
I'm definitely hyped for it. I think it's going to be one of the best shows of the year.
Thank you.
We've already seen like the trailer from Celebration, right? A little teaser trailer. We kind of have a thing of like what's going to happen in the show, right? Like we definitely know like Ahsoka's going to be looking for Thrawn and Ezra. We don't know about anything else confirmed really, but it would be really cool, but also tricky to see the World of Worlds. They really gotta play with that carefully. And just knowing it's gonna be like Filoni quoted, it's gonna be like a samurai style kind of series. So I'm all for that. Like just seeing that episode from The Mandalorian, it was so good. Like we did feel like it was a samurai kind of episode. So I'm really excited. Really excited for the characters, for the story. I think it's gonna be rewarding, and I think they're gonna do a really good job. For The Mandalorian season 3, like I said, it's all hype. We're gonna have questions answered, and then we're probably gonna be left with something bigger in the end, because there's only gonna be 4 seasons, right, of The Mandalorian.
I hope not. I hope they go. They have the way they're going. I hope not, because the 4th season would have to be like 15 episodes, 10 episodes to get a real full-length story out. Because
so you think season 3 is the end?
No.
So you're saying it's gonna be beyond season 4?
I think just like with the Clone Wars, you have so many stories. You have like if you end it with 4 seasons, right, and you do not tell me what Grogu's path is at the end of the 4th season. And then the finale is the series finale. There's no more.
Yeah.
What happened with Grogu?
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably see. I'm sure they'll like.
I want to see Grogu animation. That's what I want him to be an animation. Cargo right there. New storyline. Thank you, New Jersey. Good night. Hooting around.
Hooting, like and jazz.
Like and jazz. I feel like. And I'm going to far-fetch this, but I'm going to say it. He's going to be in Bad Batch. He's going to be a cargo.
That's a far-fetch.
That's a far-fetched
idea, man.
But I feel like they're not going to know that it's Grogu. That he's not, because they don't know alien species like that. They don't. For now, we don't know. But I really think he's cargo. Because where is he at this time? Where? He's alive.
In the Mandalorian trailer, the ones opening the door is the Bad Batch. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think it's the bad. No.
To save Grogu, and then they escort Grogu out of the temple.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
I know.
You know what I'm saying. I feel like he's gonna be Cargo in one of the episodes. Okay. I really think so. Because in reality, where's Grogu right now?
Hooting somewhere.
Yeah, hooting somewhere. You know, someone rescued him from the temple. Somewhere. Yeah, like he's where is he? That's what I really want to know. Like, see, look, I asked some good questions on this show. Like, I get adept. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Brandon. I don't like the applause, but you know, I'm not Lady Gaga, but I take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, there's so much unanswered stories. Like, let me get into the Star Wars writing rooms, and I will destroy all the writers in one show. I will destroy them. Fire will rain on the new season House of Dragon premiering 2024 on HBO Max.
Go hoot them.
Don't hoot them. Chris will be hooting away.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely, have some more questions answered for season 3 of The Mandalorian. Like I said, I believe Dan is gonna bring all the Mandalorians together somehow. And then once they're all together, they're gonna see the bigger fight, right? And then they're gonna tie that in with the New Order, and then with the cloning, they're gonna tie that in as well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a war with Thrawn's people.
Yeah,
with whoever with Thrawn.
He's gonna be a part of the New Order, right?
I don't think so.
No,
he's gonna be the New Order. Actually, I think. I think we saw Kylo Ren. He had his time, Yeah, he had his time. And then we see Sidious again, Darth Sidious again, back from the damn dead again.
Somehow he returned.
Somehow he returns. He got thrown down an elevator shaft, still alive. I don't understand that. That's what, I don't understand. But I think Thrawn is definitely the New Order. I don't think Thrawn, they're going to milk Thrawn, I think. They're really going to have a bigger picture with Thrawn. He's gonna be the Thanos of Star Wars, and it's not because he's powerful. He's not force sensitive. Right here,
your mind is a powerful weapon.
That's what I'm saying. His mind. He is so powerful with his mind, and the way he speaks. To me, he's not a bad person. To me, he's not a bad person. To me, he's not. He's not a villain. I think how he speaks is like, yeah, we'll get him next time. Let them have their victory for today. Don't worry. Like, he knows. He's like, he's a creepy. What happened?
He's a creepy dude.
I love Thrawn. I love that. He's my favorite blue hair motherfucker. He's my favorite blue guy. He's favorite blue guy.
You should make a shirt that says that.
My favorite blue guy.
Favorite blue hair.
Blue hair motherfucker guy.
Yeah.
I gotta write that down. Hold on, come here.
I would buy that shirt.
Yeah, I know. And then you just have Thrawn's red eyes somewhere,
Hell yeah.
Hold on, let me write in my wooden book.
Good, man.
Favorite blue haired motherfucker, right? I said.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have blue hair.
Blue haired.
Your favorite blue head?
Blue head. Yeah. Blue head, motherfucker.
Or you could change it to red eyes.
And then no, I can't say favorite red eye motherfucker. That would be weird. I like the blue. That's original.
Okay, yeah.
Favorite blue head motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then the red eyes are on it, and cool design. That's a good one. Yeah, I came up with that T-shirt design right there, guys. Stay tuned.
Copyright it very soon, Chris.
Hey, I won't be copyrighted. It's my own idea. We do thoughts on the Scevoli Tano show, guys. We do it. But anything else we'd like to add before we head out?
This was a fun chat. It was very hootin'. acted, I would say.
Now he's gonna he's really gonna milk this Hooten. Like he's really gonna like milk this.
Trust me, Chris. We'll see him on there just hooting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see him on Instagram Hooten.
As you guys seen in the past, I like to milk things and drag things for a period of time.
But anything else, Britt, you'd like to add before we leave?
Just that I'm so excited for the Mandalorian. It's gonna be Wizard, and we'll see what happens with Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. That's the biggest question of the century.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, anything else you'd like to add?
I'm excited.
That was so good. I listened to that.
I was waiting for him to say hootin'.
Yeah.
No, maybe for the next show.
Nice show.
Yeah.
But before we go, guys, Britton, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
You can find me at Britain_cook.
Yes, girl, you can. And then Rick, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
Follow me on Star Wars Rick on Instagram.
Wow. I thought you could have a whole speech. It's alright. I look forward to that, you know? And you guys can find me all over the social medias. Britton, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking with us with the Ahsoka series and the Mando trailer. You can come on the Scevoli High Council anytime you want in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. See, I do good things, you know? I do good things for the community. I do this. And Rick, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend.
Always, Chris.
You know it is. But before we go, make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The Scevoli Tano Show, just for more awesome Scevoliness. You know, you can't get enough of all this. It's like dinner, and I'm dessert. You know, I'm dessert. You know.
Make sure to subscribe for more blue
hair, blue head motherfucker.
Blue hair, eye motherfucker.
Yeah, there you go.
My favorite blue head motherfucker right there. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And then woohoo at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
We have fun. We're a classy place. We're a classy place here. We're classy. But guys, be kind to one another. Thank you for joining us. Britton, once again, thank you again for joining us. Rick, you know, it's always a pleasure. And stay tuned for more of the High Council show, you know, with me and Star Wars Rick. And Britton, you know, I would love to add you on to the High Council if you are available. You just got to let me know.
I am more than happy. And yes, I will be very available for you.
Oh, stop it. You're making a white boy blush on camera, girl. Stop it right now. Stop it. But guys, thank you again. Subscribe to the blue head motherfucker. You know, he's coming. And be kind to one another. And may the force be with you always, my friends.
Always.
Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.